Let's continue our lesson number 1, natural resources, air, water and land. In the previous lecture, we are already studied about air. In this lecture, we are started with natural resource, water. Come to on the textbook page number 4. Try this. Observe how much water is used and for what purpose it is used in your house for a whole day. Record it in a chart like the one shown here. Look at the right hand side, there is a chart given here. The first column, purpose for which water is used, is given, and the second column, amount of water approx in liters, that how much water you used approximately in liter, you have to note down it. This is activity for every student. Do it and note down the answers in the table. Discuss this. You will see that it is almost impossible for us to spend even a single day without water. We need to drink 3 to 4 liters of water every day so that all our bodily functions run smoothly. Other living things also require water, although the amount of water they need may vary according to the size of their body. Even not only human beings need water for their daily life and for their bodily activities, but also other living things also require water. Thus we see that water is very important. It is very essential for us. In nature, water occurs in 3 states. That is solid, in the solid, liquid and gaseous form. We know that. What is the solid form? Solid form water is in the ice. 3 states are, that is 3 states. One is solid, liquid and gas. Solid is the ice. Liquid, everybody know that, water. Gas means in the vapor form. Is it clear? That is, again, water does not have color, taste or odor. When we drink water, does it has any color, taste or odor? No. Many substances readily dissolve in water. Readily means easily dissolve in water. If we take salt, sugar, turmeric, anything, then it easily dissolve in water. Therefore, water is universal solvent. Sometimes the question is asked, that is, what is universal solvent? That is, many substances readily dissolve in water. Therefore, water is called as a universal solvent. Write down this question in your notebook. The next one. The blood of animals and the sap in plants contain a very high proportion of water. Blood of animals and the sap in plants. Sap in plants means plants, in the plants, whatever there is, their cells, their xylem, phloem. Later on we are studying this xylem and phloem. But you only remember the sap in plants also contain a large proportion of water. No living thing can survive without water. Therefore, it is said that water is life. The question is there. Why we say that water is life? No living, from the blood to the water is life, is that one is the answer. Now come to the next. If hydrogen gas burns in air, it combines with oxygen and water is formed. That one is the again the formula. These all formulas and the chemical equations we have studied in the 8th and 9th standard. Yes, but till you remember only that when the hydrogen combine with the oxygen, the water is formed. Chemically we write it as a water. We have learnt about some characteristics of water in the previous standard. Here the chart is given. Water available on what? How much water is available on the earth? Sea oceans 97%. Then how much? There is a bracket is given, that is 2.7. Answer is the frozen water and groundwater. Answer is that frozen water and groundwater. Frozen water, I continue here, and GROUND ground water. Next one, water available for drinking fresh water. That one is the 0.3%. Yes. This one is the total. When we take the total of these, that is the sum of these all 97%, 2.7% and 0.3%, we got the total water present on the earth is the 100%. 100% water. Observe this. Observe, and groundwater, ice and water informs water available for drinking. This total 100% water, sea and salty water, and this 100%, only this much of water, red and yellowish. It is only for the yellow is the water available for drinking. Very much water is available for drinking, that is 0.3%. And ground and ice water, that one, this ocean and this is the 97 and 2.7%. We cannot use all the water on the earth because sea water is salty. Some water is in the frozen state. A very small quantity of water is available for drinking. It is enough for all living things. लेकिन फिर भी it's enough for all living things. In what way is the water in sea and ocean useful even though it is salty? In what way it is used as it is salty? It is used for the aquatic animals. As this contains oxygen. Yes. Now on the next page, look at in the diagram. Here the diagram is given. Observe and discuss. For which purposes is water being used? Look at in the diagram. There are water is used for many purposes. Some ladies of the village washing their clothes in the water. Some are used the water for they washing their truck. Some boys are swimming in the water. Again, the waters are used in the factories and in the agriculture field and for the drinking. That is many purposes this water is used. That is, these ladies are washing the clothes, washing his truck in the agriculture field, in the village. It is used in the village by this pipe method. Also it is used in the factories. That is, for the many purposes the water is used. We use water in large quantity. We have learned that water on the earth is regulated through the water cycle. The water vapor formed from ocean in the main source of water in the water cycle. It gets converted into rain, creating fresh water sources on the earth. We are already studied this in the 5th standard, the water cycle. We get water from natural sources such as streams, rivers, ponds, springs and lakes. Man also dig wells and bore wells to lift around water. Apart from this, man also constructed burns and dams of various sizes on rivers. Due to the uncontrolled use of water for an increasing population, industry and farming, it is now in short supply. Water scarcity has become a serious problem nowadays. Because of why there is a water scarcity in scarcity problem? Because the answer is that, everybody take out and note down, that is due to the uncontrolled use of water for increasing population, industry and farming, it is now in short supply. Water scarcity has become serious problem. That one is the answer. Always remember, use water sparingly. What I mean by sparingly? Means use water whatever it is necessary. Don't waste it. Second point is that block water, let it percolate. Block water, make barns and block it and let it percolate. Let it seep into the ground. Third one, store water wherever possible. Fourth one, reuse water wherever possible. Reuse, what I mean by reuse? That when you wash your vegetable, clean your vegetable, use these cleaning water for your plants, for your commode. That is the reuse of water. Remember, store water does not become stale at once. When we water stored in our tank, in your pots, in your buckets, it does not become stale. Stale means वो कभी भी पुराना नहीं होता है. It does not stale at once. या खराब नहीं होता है. Then the next one. What is land made of? Some questions are given here. That is, what is land made of? Land is, the answer is here. Everybody tick out and note down in your. These all can you tell? You have to write down with answers in your notebook. That is, land is seen in the stone or sticks. That one is the answer. Stone, soil, big rocks. What do you see on the land? Everybody know that mountains, valleys, rivers, ocean can be seen on the land. Then the third one. What has man created on land? Answer is that man has created different types of shelters, roads for transport and agriculture farms on the land. Then the next one. If a deep pit is dug in the ground, what do you find there? If suppose we dig into the ground very deeply, what do you find there? We see different layers of soil. If a deep pit is dug in the ground, look at in the page number, next page number. Look, when you dig into the ground, we see this type of layers one by one. That is, we see different layers of soil deep into the ground. Next question. That is, the next question is that, is land flat everywhere? No, land is uneven. Somewhere we are seen that there are mountains and hills, while at some places there are valleys. Now the last question. Does man produce soil and land? No. man can artificially produce land by reclamation, artificially, but naturally he can't produce soil. These questions are answers I send you by a pic. Yes. Now come to under the next natural resource. That one is a land. Land is seen in the form of stone, soil, big rock. It is not flat everywhere. It is hilly in some places and flat in others. That one is also the second answer. Wait a minute. This answer. This is the answer of the first. That one is the first answer. And this one is the answer of this one. Up to this. Others. Now, all terrestrial animals including man live on land. All whatever the terrestrial animals including man live on the land. Some terrestrial dig burrows in the ground for shelter. For example, just like a rabbit, squirrel, they dig burrows in the ground for shelter. This means that they use land for fulfilling their need. We also use land for farming and for building houses and roads. We make use of plants and animals in the forest that grow on land. The minerals, crude oil and natural gas obtained from the earth are very important for us. It means that the land is an important resource. Let us see exactly what land is made up of. Here some activity is given. That is, when our school is open, there is some activity we already we will done into the class with the real experiment, and also I give this for the project of science project. Yes, but let's see after one. Let's try this. Take a transparent plastic bottle, a handful of soil, some stones, sand, some dry leaves and water. Cut off the upper tapering part of bottle. Put the rest of the material in the lower part and add water. Stir the mixture thoroughly and put it aside. Observe it the next day and answer. How does the mixture in the bottle look now? When we settle it thoroughly and put it aside and let them settle throughout the night. When at the next day, what happened? What does the mixture in the bottle look like? The mixture of the bottle look like this. Look like this. Do you see layers in it? Yes. What is seen in the different layers from to bottom? Dry leaves, soil, sand, small stone and big stones. In the layer wise. The land on the earth also looks like this. Same as it is. The land is also look like this. Here the dry leaves, here the humus, soil, then immature sand, soil, here sand, and small layer of soil and small rocks. Bedrock, there are the big stones. Same as it is. In the land has mature soil. The topmost layer is formed by the decomposition of remains of plant animal. This layer is called as the humus. What is meant by humus? The humus is that if to humus. What mean by this line is that the topmost layer, that one is the topmost layer of our land. Land has mature soil. What means by mature soil? Means some decompositions of remains of plant. When the plants and animals are die, they lie on the land. Then the decomposition means their body is spoiled. सड़ने का process होगा. What mean हिंदी? सड़ने का process होगा, and whatever their body have, it is remains layer to layer on the land. That one is the humus. It is usually found in dense forest. It is normally in the dense forest, where बहुत गहरे जंगलों में. The land below this is full of sand, soil, small stone, worms and insects. Soil and pieces of bedrock are found below this layer of land. soil, immature soil, then layer of soil and small rock, and bedrock soil, last one. This soil is immature. Further below this layer, the proportion of soil decrease. Come होते decrease, and that of rock increase. Then that of rocks are increased. When you look in the pictures, you find out that soil is a decrease and the rocks are starting. Look, these rocks are starting, and soil is very minimum. Yes, the main mineral in the soil are derived from these rocks. Whatever we got the minerals, these are derived from the rocks. That is why soil in different regions is different. The color and texture of soil are both determined by the bedrock. Now the next, the process of soil formation. The soil on the land is formed by natural processes. The abiotic component of soil are supplied through the weathering of the bedrock due to the heat, cold and water of the sun, wind and rain respectively. The bedrock breaks down into pieces. Stones, sand and soil are formed from these pieces. What happened? That is these bedrocks, due to the cold heat, cold and water and wind, rain respectively, they are break down. Here they are break down into small pieces. Suppose this is the breakdown when there is a extreme hot, extreme rain, there are winds, extreme hot sun, winds. Because of that, they break down into pieces. Stones, sand and soil are formed from this. Then after the breakdown, the stones, then small sand, and then soil is formed. Rodent, microbe, worms and insects are found among them. Small microbes, worms and insects are found among these bedrocks. Rodents like mice. What means by rodents? That they burrow deep into the land and make their house. They are the rodent. Like mice and rats are also found there. The roots of trees growing on the land also help weathering of rock. What is the roots of? Suppose this one is a tree and the roots, it is the bedrock. They also form the weatherings. They also break down these rocks and form the small soil in that one. The process of soil formation is slow and continuous. It takes about thousands of years to form a 2.5 cm thick layer of mature soil to form. This question, you fill in the blanks, is asked in the exam. That is, how many years for a 2.5 cm thick layer of mature soil to form? Yeah, the question is twisting. That is, it takes about 1000 years for dash thick layer of mature soil. The answer is that 2.5 cm, and the first question answer is that 1000 years. Here we stop and everybody do the homework in your notebook. Bye bye.